Today, you will hear the story of a warrior whose name was carved in blood and fire, the last oath of the Berserker. In a land torn by endless wars and ruled by merciless gods, the earth itself seemed to bleed beneath the feet of men. Among the biting cold and howling storms of the north, there was a warrior named Eric, a berserker feared by friend and foe alike. His strength came not only from muscle, but from a sacred bond with ancient spirits that demanded loyalty and sacrifice. Eric's tale was far from simple glory. It was a story of a broken oath, a promise made in blood but shattered by fear. This broken oath would unravel his destiny and awaken powers beyond mortal understanding, forcing him to face a battle for survival and the fate of his very soul. This is no ordinary legend. It is a warning etched in time, a story of rage, redemption, and the unyielding spirit of a Viking who refused to be broken. Far beyond the known lands, in the frozen north, the Berserkers were both feared and revered for their savage might and sacred bond to war spirits. Eirik was the last of his bloodline, chosen by the gods to wield a power that could shift the tides of battle. Yet this power came with a heavy price, a curse demanding sacrifices that tested his very soul. As a boy, Eirik was trained in the ancient ways, taught to summon the fury of wolves and the strength of bears. But beneath the warrior's fury hid a growing doubt, a fear of losing himself to the dark spirits he had sworn to serve. His fate was a fragile thread, stretched between honor and damnation. As the shadows of war grew, so did the weight of his oath, pushing him to the brink of destruction or salvation. The day came when Eric faced his greatest challenge, a battle that would decide the fate of his clan. The enemy was vast and merciless, a rival tribe hungry for conquest. The skies darkened as the two armies clashed in a brutal storm of steel and blood. Eric's fury was unleashed, his battle cry echoing through the chaos, striking terror into the hearts of foes. But amidst the carnage, the curse whispered its cruel demands. The spirits thirsted for a sacrifice, and Eric's oath weighed heavy upon his heart. Torn between loyalty to his people and the Dark Pact, he was forced to choose. His decision would not only change the course of the battle, but shape the legacy he would leave behind, a legacy marked by blood, power, and an unbreakable will. After the battle, Eric returned to the ruins of his home, victorious yet haunted. The spirit's curse grew stronger, twisting his mind and body with each passing day. His strength was unmatched, but so was the darkness consuming him from within. The elders spoke in whispers of the ancient prophecy, one that foretold a warrior torn between the mortal world and the realm of spirits. Eric's broken oath had shattered the balance, awakening forces neither gods nor men could control. Desperate, he sought the counsel of the seeress, a mysterious woman with eyes like the void. She warned him that the only way to break the curse was to confront the source of the ancient power itself, a forbidden realm beyond the veil of death. Driven by desperation and haunted by visions, Eric embarked on a perilous journey beyond the mortal realm. Through icy forests and cursed lands, he faced spirits of the dead and monsters born from nightmares. Each step pushed him closer to madness, yet his will remained unbroken. The veil between worlds thinned, and soon he crossed into the Forbidden Realm, a shadowy landscape where time and reality warped. Here, ancient gods watched silently, waiting to judge the soul who dared trespass. Eric knew that to reclaim his honor and break the curse, he would have to face not only these gods but the darkness within himself. His final battle was about to begin, one that would echo through eternity. In the heart of the Shadow Realm, Eric faced the gods of war and fate. They tested his courage, his honor, and the strength of his broken oath. The air crackled with ancient power as illusions and visions tore at his soul. He saw his past mistakes, the faces of those he failed, and the destruction his power caused. But amidst the torment, Eric found clarity, a truth buried beneath rage and fear. The gods demanded not only strength but humility and sacrifice. To break the curse, Eric had to relinquish the power that defined him and embrace a new path, one that balanced fury with wisdom, bloodshed with mercy. With newfound resolve, Eric accepted the gods' terms. The curse began to lift, but the price was steep. His powers faded, and the spirits retreated into the shadows. Returning to the mortal realm, Eric was no longer the unstoppable berserker of legend, but a man tempered by hardship and humility. His clan welcomed him back, though whispers of fear and awe followed his every step. He shared the story of his journey, warning of the dangers of unchecked power and the cost of broken promises. In his final days, Eric became a legend not just for his strength, but for his wisdom, a reminder that even the fiercest warrior must bow to fate and honor. Eric's story echoed through generations, passed down as a warning and inspiration. His broken oath became a lesson etched into the hearts of Vikings, that true strength comes not from power alone, but from honor, sacrifice, and the courage to face one's own darkness. The ancient spirits, once angered, now whispered songs of peace and respect, watching over the lands once ravaged by war. And though Eric's name faded from memory, his legacy lived on, in every warrior who faced their own trials and chose the path of honor over destruction. But legends warn of cycles unbroken. The darkness that once claimed Eric's soul still lurks in forgotten corners, waiting for the next oath to be broken. The spirits grow restless, and the veil between worlds thins once more. New warriors rise, tempted by promises of power and glory, unaware of the price their souls may pay. The tale of the last oath of the Berserker remains a beacon, a warning that some powers are not meant to be controlled, and some battles must be fought not with swords but with wisdom and restraint. If you crave more tales of warriors, gods, and ancient powers that shape the world, follow Legends of Fire and Faith. Every story is forged in fire, steeped in faith, and written in blood. Don't miss what comes next. Hit that plus sign above the heart and join the saga. Your journey into the shadows has only just begun.